Terence Stamp, A Life of Film, Freedom, and Reinvention. Biography and Early Life. Terence Henry Stamp was born on July 22, 1938, in Stepney, a district in London's East End. He grew up in a working-class family where money was scarce, but resilience was abundant. His father, Thomas Stamp, earned a living as a tugboat stoker and was frequently away at sea, while his mother, Ethel, shouldered the day-to-day responsibility of raising the family. Because of his father's absences and the instability of wartime London, young Terence spent much of his early life with grandparents and aunts. Stamp's childhood unfolded during the turbulence of World War II. The constant air raids, blackouts, and the ever-present threat of destruction left an impression on him that would never fade. He later recalled how living through the Blitz shaped his inner world, instilling a sense of vulnerability, but also resilience, that would subtly inform his future performances as an actor. School did not hold his interest for long, and Stamp left formal education early to earn his keep. That hunger for expression eventually led him to audition for drama training. His natural talent won him a scholarship to the Webber Douglas Academy of Dramatic Art in London, where he studied the craft that would make him an international star. In his early 20s, Stamp's world widened dramatically. Sharing a flat with fellow struggling actor Michael Caine, he lived at the heart of a London that was about to explode with creativity and cultural energy. Their social circle included young talents like Peter O'Toole, models, musicians, and filmmakers, figures who would soon define the artistic revolution of the 1960s. Career. Early breakthrough. Stamp's first major film role came in 1962 with Billy Budd, directed by Peter Ustinov. Cast as the innocent young sailor who becomes the tragic victim of envy and cruelty, Stamp brought a natural charisma and emotional vulnerability to the role. His performance earned him immediate acclaim, including an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor and a Golden Globe for Most Promising Newcomer. Practically overnight, he went from anonymity to being hailed as one of the most exciting new talents in British cinema. The swinging 60s. The decade that followed was transformative, not just for Stamp, but for Britain as a whole. The 1960s were defined by cultural liberation, fashion revolutions, and new cinematic boldness, and Stamp was at the very center of it all. His striking looks and enigmatic presence made him both a film star and a style icon. One of his most memorable roles came in The Collector, 1965, directed by William Wyler, where Stamp played a socially awkward man who kidnaps a young woman. The performance was chilling, layered, and helped cement his reputation for taking on psychologically complex roles. He went on to star in Far From the Madding Crowd, 1967, opposite Julie Christie, and collaborated with international auteurs, including Pier Paolo Pasolini in Teorema, 1968. European directors, in particular, were captivated by his appearance and screen magnetism, often casting him in roles that fused beauty with danger. Off-screen, Stamp's relationships with supermodel Jean Shrimpton and actress Julie Christie added to his aura. Photographed constantly, he became the embodiment of London's swinging 60s, hailed in the press as the world's best-looking man. His fame was not just about the films he made, but also about the mystique he projected in public life. Career decline and spiritual quest. By the early 1970s, however, Stamp's career had slowed. While many of his peers consolidated their Hollywood stardom, Stamp seemed to drift. Instead of pursuing commercial opportunities, he chose self-exploration. Traveling to India, he immersed himself in the teachings of philosopher Jiddu Krishnamurti, delved into yoga and tantra, and embraced a spiritual path that few actors of his stature would have considered. He lived in ashrams and spent years cultivating a contemplative life, even entertaining the idea of teaching tantra. This break from acting could have ended his career altogether, but fate had other plans. In 1977, he received a telegram offering him the role that would revive his career and secure his place in cinematic history. General Zod in Superman, 1978. Iconic comeback. As General Zod in Superman and Superman 2, 1980. Stamp gave audiences a villain unlike any other. His authoritative voice and commanding presence made Zod unforgettable. The line "Kneel before Zod" became a pop culture landmark, and the role resurrected his career, introducing him to a new generation of fans. Following this comeback, Stamp leaned into the freedom of being a character actor. He embraced unconventional and challenging roles, proving his versatility. Among his standout performances was Bernadette in The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, 1994, where he portrayed a transgender woman with dignity and humanity. At a time when LGBTQ+ representation in mainstream cinema was scarce, Stamp's sensitive performance was groundbreaking. Stamp also lent his voice to television, most notably portraying Jor-El in the series Smallville, further embedding himself into popular culture across multiple generations. Beyond acting, Stamp was not only an actor, but also a writer. He published memoirs such as Stamp Album and Rare Stamps, as well as a novel and even cookbooks that combined philosophy with healthy living. These works revealed a man deeply interested in ideas, nutrition, and the inner life, far removed from the superficial image of a 1960s heartthrob. At the time of his death in August 2025, Stamp's net worth was estimated to be around $10 million. His financial comfort came from decades of steady work in film, television, royalties, and his writing projects. While he never pursued great material excess, he maintained a secure lifestyle that reflected both success and independence. Personal life. In his younger years, Stamp's love life was tabloid material. His romances with Jean Shrimpton and Julie Christie made him one half of some of the most photographed couples of the 1960s. In 2002, he surprised the public by marrying Elizabeth O'Rourke, a pharmacist 35 years younger than him. Their union, however, lasted only 6 years, ending in divorce in 2008. The couple did not have children, and in the years following, Stamp lived alone, embracing the same independence that had defined much of his personal and professional life. Legacy and passing. On August 17, 2025, Terence Stamp passed away at the age of 87. His family announced his death in a statement that praised his extraordinary body of work and his dual legacy as both an actor and writer. The cause of death was not disclosed. Stamp's legacy is vast and multifaceted. He was a man who constantly reinvented himself. From 1960s leading man to spiritual seeker, from Hollywood villain to respected elder statesman of cinema, his career defied easy categorization. His iconic performances in films like Billy Budd, Superman 2, and Priscilla, Queen of the Desert remain timeless, while his personal writings offer insight into a mind always searching for meaning. What set Stamp apart was his refusal to conform. He was not simply content to play the same roles or chase fame at any cost. Instead, he pursued authenticity, whether through bold acting choices, unconventional lifestyle decisions, or spiritual exploration.